Hello, and thank you for watching the Mage Sisters Venus Blueprint Astrology. Venus just moved into Libra, and we've been working with the root chakra of the heroine's ascent journey within the Inanna story, and we're coming up to the Virgo New Moon. So the three themes that we will be sharing in this video are Venus in her Libra expression, what to expect when Venus crosses the South Node in Libra, and how this Virgo new moon might help to attune you to your aligned values and being in service to the world. Welcome to Venus Blueprint Astrology, where we explore the secret wisdom of the sacred feminine as the much needed medicine this world needs at this time. I'm Alicia Love, and this is my mage sister, Stella Ray.
Hello and welcome. In our videos and in our circles, we are highlighting Venus as an initiatory pathway for women navigating our own heroines' journeys. So we would love for you to join us in virtual circle. We'll be having a circle October 2nd for the Libra new moon. And you will have the opportunity there to be held and nourished within a circle through the power of sacred ceremony and sacred witnessing of one another.
Yes, join us. And your first circle's free. So we'd love to have you there. And so let's dive in. We're coming up to a Virgo new moon, right? And every time during this ascent journey, we have a new moon. We also have a Venus conjunction within days right after when the moon is beginning to show its crescent.
Yes.
So exciting because that brings us up into a new gate. We get to explore and work with our sacral chakra. So, Stella Ray,
Yeah.
what is this Virgo new moon bringing for us right now?
Yeah. So the Virgo new moon is an opportunity to work with the energy of Virgo, of course. And the energy of Virgo is, I think of Virgo as a very hardworking, very diligent and focused energy, who can also be a little bit perfectionist. So we might be up against that part of ourselves that is very committed to the ideals that we see and that we want for our life. She's a priestess energy, so that's not just the mundane aspect of our lives, but every aspect of our lives. She wants to see in its highest expression. And so we can look out for a little bit of perfectionism, perhaps, and but be really attuned to where we can be of the greatest service, because that is what Virgo is ultimately really about.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
is. She makes everything sacred, even the mundane day to day. It's great to ritualize your morning routine and incorporate health as your intention for your new moon intentions, bringing yourself into a more organized and aligned energy for those methodical day to day practices that Virgo rules for us.
Yes. I'm already noticing that, just the desire to get up and reestablish practices that maybe I've, slipped away from a little bit. Writing practice, meditation, just anything that gets us centered in the beginning of the day really sets the tone for our lives. It changes the vibration of our day. So, yeah.
Really does. And the new moon has an opposition and some T squares as well. So those energies are going
Yes.
to feel, how are they going to feel?
Well, so the new moon, so the sun and the moon in Virgo are opposing Saturn. So Saturn is in Pisces. Is an energy of water, and it's another mutable energy. Um, the way that I'm thinking about Saturn and Pisces is that it is helping us to hold ourselves with compassion, which is a perfect illumination of Virgo, who is trying so hard to get it all right and to find the patterns and to make them fit, and more analytical, left brain sort of organizational skills, so we can balance that with Saturn in Pisces, who's encouraging us do the work to also create an energy of compassion, self-compassion as we're doing that. So I think that's a huge, huge energy. We've been experiencing Saturn in Pisces for a while. And then, like you said, there's a T-square. Within that opposition, both of those energies are squaring Jupiter in Gemini, which is another mutable energy. So a lot of mutable, a lot of moving parts. But I think how that could feel is, as Virgo's doing her thing, as we're trying to hold ourselves with compassion, we might also get flooded with all of these ideas. And, maybe it's a very mental energy of maybe I can go down this path, or maybe I should explore this, or maybe I should do this practice. Maybe there's going to be a lot of information coming in around what those practices should be or how we can do it. And I think the key is going to be taking that energy in, but also ultimately grounding it through the Virgo energy. Virgo wants to ground and anchor and feel really feet on the ground, committed to what she's up to.
Love that, knowing
Yeah.
the opposing energies and how we're going to bring them together, and then sort of the curveball energy of the T square and what
Yeah,
might come through. It's kind of exciting. And Jupiter
I like
tends to
that.
expand and help support us to grow in these ways. So that's sounding really exciting and good. And then
Yeah.
after the new moon, Venus comes and meets up with the moon, which happens every month, either in the descent, where Venus is um, she's the morning star in the descent process, and she's before the new moon. So when we talk about the gates, it's like preparation and leading up to. And now with the new moon, you get to set your intentions and then bring that into this reclaiming energy that Venus helps us with so much in the ascent process through the chakras. So we are reclaiming our sacred sexuality. We're reclaiming our womb wisdom. We're reclaiming this amazing creative energy that we all have in our womb space, that everyone in that, the sexual organs are the creation aspect of our human existence. And we get to do this in Libra, which is such a beautiful relationship energy. Venus moving into Libra, which happened just yesterday, the day before. So as
Mhm.
we created this video, we've got 4 weeks of Venus in Libra. And we're bringing that into awareness for our partnerships and the desire to know ourselves in relationship. The better we are conscious and aware of who we are as individuals, the North Node in Aries energy is also going to help us to define ourselves in relationship and where we are in our dependent, codependent,
Yeah.
interdependent relationships. I think it's going to illuminate a lot of that because it's definitely tied to our sexuality and how we express
Yeah.
ourselves with others. So
Yes.
Venus in Libra energy is very non-hierarchical. She wants equality and balance and true collaboration. So she's valued for that. And I hope that we all bring that energy into what is stirring up in our second chakra.
Yeah, it's so interesting because we are in the ascent journey. We are moving upwards through the energetic body. We are rising up into the sacral chakra. So there's this sort of forward momentum feeling. And at the same time, Venus is meeting with the South Node, which is a configuration that would have us be looking backwards, would have us be still clearing out and possibly having old patterns come up. It is implicating the North Node too, the whole nodal axis. So it's going to be potentially bringing up for us, where are we still in codependency? Where are we still in relationships that feel imbalanced? And how is that reflecting in our womb space? So, like you said, our womb is where we create from and where we get to feel recreated and spontaneous and alive. And there's this quality of like meeting life from this fresh place. So where might relationships and relationship dynamics come in to show us where we might not be able to access that energy, and where can we let go and surrender and release a bit more south node so that we can really anchor into that second chakra energy.
Yeah, we get to claim what we truly want and desire,
Yeah.
and then we get to create it through a whole lunar cycle.
Yeah.
So we're loving creating these videos so that we can help everyone to understand this lunar cycle and the Venus codes and our own embodiment of the sacred feminine. And we host monthly circles before the new moon. So we just had one, and we had a beautiful circle with amazing shares and vulnerability and support and understanding of each other in a really ceremonial way. And we also host a tarot and tea. That's a once a month, and that'll be coming up September 9th. So if you're feeling like you'd like to jump into Circle with us, you can find our events on Eventbrite. And then our circle October 2nd will be before the next lunar cycle begins in Libra. So we're going to work with this Virgo energy and the Libra with Venus for a whole month. And we hope to hear from you all and how this is going for you. And follow us on our Instagram. We just changed the name to Venus Blueprint Astrology so that we're a little more aligned and feeling grounded in our identity. And we're just about to launch a very exciting program so that you can understand the 8 phases of the Inanna cycle and all of the wisdom of the astrology for women of our age group in our 40s and 50s, where we're reclaiming so much of this feminine power.
Absolutely. And so much of what we do in our circles is about connection. And Venus is about connection. Venus is the energy of relationship and connection, and in the exchange of energy that allows us to grow and transform. And that's very much also connected to our womb wisdom and our need really as women to gather and to connect and to exchange with one another and to build consciousness together. So we hope to see you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Loving doing this with you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Thanks so much.
Thank you.